A very good evening to you all. Thank you for watching UBC Television. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold and Dorothy Namuyomba on the sign language. This is the 10 o'clock edition of the UBC News, and without further ado, let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Now, headlines tonight. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni celebrates 80th birthday. Government officials congratulate President Museveni's able leadership. And State Minister for Fisheries Helena Doa blames criminality among the youth on parental negligence. And Lugazi Diocese to animate 2025 June 3rd Martyrs Day at Namugongo Catholic Shrine. Once again, thank you for joining us. It's now time for the news tonight. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has referred to his 80 years journey as one which has been enabled by contribution of different players and mercy of God. He was addressing supporters who convened at Chijaguzo Parish Grounds in Semuto, Nakaseke District to celebrate his 80th birthday anniversary. Let's have a look.
The Vice President of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Alupo, the Speaker of Parliament Anita Mo, and her Deputy Thomas Tayebwa and Prime Minister Robin Anabanja led the government side at President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's birthday celebration at Kijaguzo in Semuto, Nakaseke District. Other guests, including ministers, former prime ministers, service chiefs, NRM senior members, formed the celebration congregation. The chairperson of the Uganda Episcopal Conference and Michana Diocese Bishop, Right Reverend Bishop Dr. Anthony Zwa, accompanied by the Bishop of Mbara Archdiocese, Kalisti Rubaramira, led the birthday liturgy.
Congratulations, Your Excellency, for attaining that golden landmark in your life.
Shortly after the prayers, the birthday boy Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, in company of the First Lady, Mama Jenti Kataha Museveni, joined the celebrants. Performance from Ethiopians, Congolese and Ugandans lit up the birthday celebrations. The Mufti of Uganda, His Eminence Sheikh Shaban Ramadhan Mubaje, First Daughter Pastor Patience Rabogo, retired Bishop Edard Kironde, Metropolitan Unanimous Mosei prayed for the day.
We thank you for the service you have rendered to the people of Uganda. As the President of Uganda, you have demonstrated your willingness to be a servant of God's people.
Mzee turns 80 today. We pray that you will reward him for his faithful stewardship of the gifts and talents you gave him, for he has multiplied those gifts 100-fold. May you reward him with many more years of health, peace, and joy. We pray that you will bless the new decade he's beginning.
The First Lady, Jenti Kataha Museveni, was among the ceremony's intercessors.
We remember that many decades ago, in the forests of Ruwero, a young Yoweri Museveni was a hunted man.
Janet's prayer was full of memory of the dark days of Museveni's revolutionary journey.
From Ruwero, the fire of revolutionary zeal spread across the country until the whole country was liberated. So it is fitting for us to return here to Ruwero to give thanks, because it was the center of the Bush War.
And this was the long-awaited moment. The speaker of the day included the Minister for Ruwero Triangle, S. Kaboyo, and Vice Presidents, retired Major Jessica Alupo.
We congratulate you, Your Excellency, upon this significant milestone of your life, but also thank you for allowing us to celebrate with you as a bigger family of Uganda.
We are here in big numbers to bear testimony that your 80 years on earth have not been in vain. In fact, your 80 years have largely been dedicated to serve humanity, and we sincerely appreciate you and your family including Mama and all the children and the grandchildren, for the time that you have dedicated to serve humanity.
The jovial birthday boy Yoweri Kaguta Museveni thanked the Lord for the gift of life and family.
For life,
yeebaza katonda olw'ekirabo ky'obulamu
all these 8 years, I think God.
emyaka gino gyonna ekinaana.
Secondly, I salute my parents who brought me up.
Yeebaza bazadde be abaamukuza.
Thirdly, I thank Mama Janet for giving me a family, very beautiful family.
He saluted the Pan-Africanists who helped him in the early days of his struggle.
I want to thank the Africans who helped us.
Yeebaza abana Africa abava ebweru wa Uganda
Who helped our struggle.
abaatuyambako mu kulwana.
Especially Mwalimu Nyerere,
Naddala nga Mwalimu Julius Nyerere,
Samora Machel, Muammar Gaddafi, and even Arap Moi to some extent.
To him, it is not only about an invade of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, but rather a celebration of everyone's contribution.
Therefore, the Kujaguza here, the celebration here is not about Museveni, because Museveni did not do all these things alone. That's why I said when my children wanted to celebrate, they wanted us to go to Virembo. They had heard about Virembo, but I said Virembo is a bit far. Let's do it in Kijaguzo. It's nearer. We are really celebrating the struggle of the people of Uganda.
To the people of Nakaseke, Museveni apologized for the sorry state of Matuga, Nakaseke Road and others.
I'm sorry about the road from Matuga to Mawade to Semeto, I think to Kapeka. We are tarmacked that road, but it was done with a small strength tarmac.
He, however, notes that he is impressed about the level of improvement in the housing sector in Greater Luweero.
When we came here in the war, you were in the grass huts or using emuli and emiti, using reeds and poles. But now I can see all of you are using bricks and cement and mabati. Thank you so much.
Museveni reassured Ugandans that with the help of the land laws that now Uganda has, no one should be afraid of forceful and illegal evictions. He also recommitted to double the effort in as far as agitation for free education for all is concerned. His birthday gift to Kijaguzo was 50 million shillings in cash and a brand new bus to Kijaguzo community. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
And in relation to that, a section of members of Cabinet and Parliament have described the journey of the 8 years of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as one that has impacted the lives of many, built a generation, and laid a foundation for the future.
Right, Honourable Speaker, we are glad you have been part of this celebration. What is there to celebrate about the person of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as he commemorates the anniversary of 8 years?
President Museveni, as we celebrate his 80th birthday today, he's a God-given person to Uganda. For one thing, he's a revolutionary leader, a visionary leader. He has brought peace. We grew up without knowing peace, but now you can move freely, you can do everything. There is a lot of stability. He has promoted economic development, transformation of economic activities. The Ugandans, now a woman like me can be a speaker. The women empowerment has been really one of the biggest achievements, that the president that we have is not a president that is discriminative. You'll find a person who is from all the way from the east is a speaker of Uganda. He does not segregate, he's not looking at one region. He believes in Uganda, in Africa, in our country.
Then the question is, how do we consolidate?
And the issue of accepting the refugees in Uganda, we are all human beings. But if you have a president who can be able to accept and bring in a policy of refugees in the country, that's a very big achievement. Yes.
How do we consolidate all these achievements now that he's aging? What is the preparation on the ground that we consolidate this?
Musa is not aging, he still has some time to go. He still has some time to go. He's not aged, but as I said, and I've always said, for us, me, I'm a Catholic, we believe in the Trinity. God the Father, God the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
As a woman, how can you briefly talk or speak about President Museveni of 80 years?
I can only say we praise God. We praise God for the achievements. The president has done us proud. We know where, especially the women came from, to the level that women now are prime ministers. And I'm happy that God gave him to us. We are proud of him. We are proud of his works. And I want to say, may God bless him. May God give him more years for God and my country.
This is not a birthday. Anybody can celebrate a birthday. Even if I celebrate my birthday on 28th May. But this is most importantly is that we are celebrating a revolutionary birthday whose birthday has made Uganda what it is.
To celebrate 80 years when he's still in power and able and, showing leadership, still visionary and able to lead and still healthy and strong, we thank God.
Especially look at the struggles which he had to liberate this country, and also in the last close 40 years of his presidency, he has transformed this country, and that's why the country is happy. And that's why we invest all this energy to celebrate his life, because he has made Uganda much better than the way it was.
There are very few things that you can produce and they don't have a market. And that's what the economy is all about. People to have what they want in the needs. They have money to pay. If they have produced something, it has a market and a fair market. So that is the thing. And that definitely I contributed to President Museveni.
During a mass at St. Matia Mulumba Chitimbwa in Kayunga district, the Bishop of Lugazi Diocese, the Right Reverend Bishop Christopher Kakoza, has announced that Lugazi Diocese will host this year's June 3rd Uganda Matters Day. He urged Christians to begin preparations, and the mass was assisted by the parish priest, John Musanje.
In his homily, the Bishop of Lugazi Diocese, Right Reverend Christopher Kakoza, assured the congregation that security measures are in place for the upcoming Matters Day celebrations due 3rd June. He expressed gratitude the 30th anniversary of Lugazi Diocese and emphasized youth marrying, having children, and raising them religiously starting early. In a special moment, 3 couples renewed their wedding vows and children who had completed their confirmation. The Chief Guest State Minister for Lands, Dr. Sam Mayanja, urged the clergy to address land issues and reminded Christians of their land rights in order to keep updated. Bale MP Charles Tebandeke and other leaders spoke on the significance of the day.
Of his colleagues to see that our voice reaches before God. It would be also prudent that every Christian can raise his voice through Saint Matia Murumba to see that all our problems are handled. Our voices are heard before God. All the sequence of problems and challenges we are undergoing.
Benon Mokwaya, Jamil Sekaja, UBC News.
Serere District has introduced a plan to self-employment to over 1,000 youth by December 2025. The plan follows increasing cases of youth engagement in criminal activities, which State Minister for Fisheries, Helena Doa, blames on parental negligence.
Even if you have papers and you employ, you are given money, but it is not as beautiful as having your own farm within your house or within your land.
In July 2024, Parliament amended the Public Procurement and Disposal of Assets Law to cater for youth. The special provision for district contracts below 10 million Uganda shillings was earmarked for young people with registered companies.
We have realized that young people, for some good years, they have been left out in involving in procurement. So the regulation has been passed to involve young people in procurement. So if there is any enterprise at the district level that is organized, they can apply for that.
Serere District has adopted the initiative to support self-employment.
We want 1,000 youth to be self-employed. 1,000 youth.
1, 2, 3, go! We are going to make sure that these youth are going to be trained per county, and that is starting tomorrow. As we speak now, these youth who do black soldier fly are going to be visited tomorrow by this team of Aroa.
It will keep youth away from criminality.
The parents go very early to the centers. The children go and stand in the centers. They don't have what to eat, and they get bad company.
When you are poor, in case you don't have something in the pocket, it is not a passport for you to beat people. It is not a passport for you to rape. It is not a passport for you to break necks that you are poor. No, no, no. You don't hide behind poverty to cause mayhem.
As much as these youth are getting spoiled, smoking weeds and all this, it is because the parents have no time for children. Some of us whose parents gave time are better in society.
The government spokesperson, Ofono Pondo, spoke to the youth as Serere District celebrated its belated Youth Day at Kateta Sub-County.
No government, no leader will give you cash consistently in your pocket. It is the environment NRM is creating that is going to create wealth
and prosperity in your pocket. Therefore, I ask you to embrace all the programs of government.
The recent population census shows Uganda as a predominantly young population. Children aged 0 to 17 years stand at 23.1 million people, which is 50.5%, while youth aged 18 to 30 years account for 10.4 million, which is 22.7%. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Uganda's labour justice system is undergoing significant modernization through the support of the International Labour Organization as part of the various projects to improve efficiency and accessibility. ILO's country director Carolina Marti Mugala told UBC that this digital transformation, underpinned by the ILO's Prospects project, will enhance the operations of the industrial court. More details in this report.
The International Labour Organization handed over digital tools, including tablet computers, to key stakeholders in the Industrial Court and the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. These tools will support judges, panelists and other officials during court sessions, ensuring quicker and more transparent resolution of cases.
It's broken into three. We have the digitalization of the Labour Court, and that's why we handed some digital equipment to the Honorable Court Justice Linda, in terms of them being able to use it during their judgments, and this is particularly supporting the electronic case management system of the court to be able to reach out to people far wide, and this can only happen through digitalization, where you can log into the court and be able to do your judgment, do your cases wherever you are. And as you heard what the judge said, that currently their system is being used internally. So they would want the system to be able to interact with people outside.
The digitalization process is expected to reduce case backlogs and enhance labor justice delivery across the country, with a focus on refugee hosting districts such as Kampala, Mbarara and Lira.
But this is also just a part of the process. We will be supporting the court to be able to build that interface within their electronic case management system for it to be used by outsiders.
Alongside digitalization, the ILO's CAPSA project supported the industrial court by providing the 7th edition of the Laws Compendium, an essential legal resource consolidating Uganda's statutes and subsidiary legislation. In a broader effort to enhance workers' rights advocacy, the ILO provided a vehicle to the National Organization of Trade Unions, NOTU.
This transport means will go a long way. As you know, we operate countrywide, and we believe that we should be able to do our mandate, since ILO is enabling us to do our work.
The ILO is driving a more efficient, transparent and fair labor system in Uganda, benefiting workers from all sectors, including refugees and those in vulnerable positions. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
And more in our news. The Lango Cultural Foundation has nominated 4 clan leaders to vie for the Paramount Chief position. This follows the resignation of the current Paramount Chief, Mzee Yosam Odur, who was set to leave office at the end of this year. Now, elections for his successor is scheduled for the October 11th this year, and more details are given in this story.
Awitong Dan Okelo of Guna clan, I hereby declare him
duly nominated.
The election is organized by a group of clan leaders who boycotted the March elections, where Dr. Engineer Moses Michael Odonkune was elected as successor to Mzee Yosam Odur. Odur, the current paramount chief, has served since 2003 and announced his retirement set for November. The two-day nomination exercise was closed on Saturday.
We have marked the time for closing the nomination. Since yesterday, those who nominated, there were only 4, which I presented their name yesterday.
Vying to succeed Mzee Yosam Odur are Dr. Dan Okelo, who also participated in the March election and lost. Others are Benjamin Oki, Dr. Richard Naman, Ambassador Dixon Ogwangokul. Each candidate presented their vision in line with the aspiration to lead the over 3 million subjects.
And this has been a position which have expired for quite a long time. It is in the interest of the people of Lao that I should be the one Nyashi.
In the hierarchy, I'm the one who's most experienced in cultural matters in the whole of Lao. I know more than anybody else.
Actually, when I was a prime minister, I did a lot. I came up with a lot of priorities. One thing is, I wanted our visibility. Visibility means we need a cultural institution which is seen, which we are proud of.
Don't fear what is happening with the other faction. That is only going to be my role, to make sure I put cold water in the conflict that has raged in Lao for a very long time. Trust me.
The chairperson, Electoral Commission for the Cultural Institution, says the commission will present the candidates to the serving Wanyachi and Ministry of Gender as guided by the Constitution. The Ministry of Gender has, however, gazetted Dr. Moses Michael Odonkune as the paramount chief-elect following his victory in March. The election was also held by another section of the clan leaders.
We are going to present the name of the candidates who have been nominated to the Ministry of Gender as the democracy of the culture of Uganda allows.
According to the roadmap, joint campaigns start on Tuesday, September 17th, and election is scheduled for October 11th. Every Lao of 18 years and above is eligible to vote. Edi Ulwa, UBC News.
National Drug Authority has closed 79 drug outlets in southwestern Uganda. The Regional Inspector of Drugs Southwest, who is the Senior Inspector of Drugs, Mulindwa Kudra, told the media that NDA operations were conducted in the districts of Isinjiro, Bushenyi, Ntungamo, Rwampara and Chiruhura.
The representative of the Regional Inspector of Drugs Southwest, who is the Senior Inspector of Drugs, Mulindwa Kudra, has briefed the media after a one-week compliance enforcement operation.
Only the public to report any suspected drug-related crimes.
The operation was conducted in the districts of Isinjiro, Bushenyi, Ntungamo, Rwampara and Chiruhura.
This operation, the public should know that it is in line with NDA's mandate to protect and promote public health through effective regulation of human and veterinary medicines.
At least 183 boxes of assorted medicines worth over 50 million shillings were impounded.
The operation, 183 boxes of assorted medicines worth over 50 million Uganda shillings were impounded.
The Public Relations Manager, National Drug Authority, NDA, Abias Ramiri, said there are regional teams to support supervision and support the key mandate is easy access to safe and good quality medicine.
We find that most of the outlets, like these ones that we've closed, that do not comply, it's the people who want shortcuts. Most people who are employing unqualified young people are, of course, looking for cheap labor. Those who are running drug shops in unmaintained outlets.
During the operations in 8 months, National Drug Authority recovered 1 billion shillings of stolen government drugs. Benon Mokwaya, Frederick Anyinye, UBC News.
And furthermore, a senior cardiology consultant at Uganda Heart Institute, Ephraim Batambuze, has advised Ugandans to look for alternative sources of income to supplement their salaries. Having been employed for over 40 years, Batambuze in his retirement years has resorted to agriculture, a decision he is proud of. We visited his farm in Namizi Jinja district and share with you these details.
Resident of Namizi village in Jinja district, Ephraim Batambuze joined farming in 2012 after realizing that his monthly salary alone could not sustain his family.
The money I was getting as a cardiologist was not really enough it was just to feed the Ekida Kionka.
He started with 100 birds in his poultry farm, which his late mother used to empower women in her community. The rest of the land was used to grow food for the family. He was encouraged by President Yoweri Museveni's consistent teaching about commercializing agriculture, which he borrowed to start and expand his farm.
After listening to your teaching on the TV that farming is where money we can get, we decided to go commercial.
Currently, Batambuze works on 8 acres of land. At his farm, he has 7,000 chicken in 7 poultry houses, 90 pigs, and 3 acres of coffee, which is still at the flowering stage.
We increased the poultry, the piggery. Now we are putting on the coffee.
12 years since he started the venture, Dr. Batambuze employs 15 people on this farm. He brings to the market 400 trays of eggs every week. He sells each tray at 10,000 shillings.
If you are going into poultry, it is a game of numbers. The more you have, the more you will get. The less you have, you will get nothing. So I try to get from 5,000 upwards.
So nosanga lwe tutise emotoka y'amagi mukama waffe ono tumuteereddeko akawunti miliyoni 4 buli week.
He also sells 8 pigs monthly at 250,000 shillings each. So his total earning is 216 million shillings annually. From the proceeds of the farm, Dr. Batambuze has constructed a new house and is able to take care of his family.
If it was not for this preaching you gave us every day, I wouldn't have been able to construct a house from the money I get from teaching at the Heart Institute.
He is also preparing to tap in yet another market to increase his income.
The Makerere University is hoping to open up a branch in Budondo, and all of us are so excited about that. We are going to grow more food. We will be able to again to supply the university.
Just like any other business, farming has challenges, most especially for those who are still employed elsewhere.
At the beginning, we lost a lot of chicken, and at the beginning, we employed relatives, and the relatives did a lot of havoc.
Batambuze, however, intends to live above these challenges for his future plans. He appeals to the youth in employment to develop a saving culture, citing that though several farmers have benefited from government's effort to commercialize agriculture, he started his farm and has come this far from his savings.
It helps me, particularly in that I don't have any government assistance. I haven't gotten any loan from the government, from banks. Because of my age, they refused me to get.
He also calls upon government to support him expand his farm further and create more jobs and tap into the East African community market.
The reason I want you to help me is that if I could get a lot of pigs, about 100 sours, we can make sausages, we can make bacon, and we can export to DRC where they like it so much, and South Sudan where they like it so much. If we can capture that market, it will give us a lot of foreign exchange.
If you are a farmer or intend to invest in farming in eastern Uganda, you can pick a leaf or two from Dr. Batambuze Ephraim. In this new segment, we will bring you several other farmers to learn from. Priscilla Namara reporting.
My Monday is gaga, Tuesday is gaga, Wednesday is gaga, cause every day is a gaga vibe. Cheza, cause every day is a gaga vibe. My Thursday is gaga, Friday gaga, my weekend is gaga, cause every day is a gaga vibe. Cheza, cause every day is a Gaga vibe.
Gaga every day with MTN. Hit star 100 star 0 hash or use the My MTN app to load your favorite Gaga data bundle. Together, we're unstoppable. MTN.
It's true what people say, that when I wash and you wash your hands with soap, we'll have less infections as Ugandans. After all, it's hands that handle money. It's hands that feed us, hands that prepare soil for farming, hands that we use to learn, and hands that we use for fun.
When I wash and you wash, it means clean hands for all. So, wash your hands with soap and clean water regularly to keep away infections and disease-causing germs. This message is from the National Hand Washing Secretariat with support from UNICEF.
Namunkekela Agro-Processing Industries Limited, NAPIL, presents the Namunkekela Laotian Industrial Park Trade Show and Bazaar under the theme Celebrating Local and Foreign Investment on Friday 27th to Saturday 28th September 2024 at Kapeka Industrial Park starting at 9 a.m. Entrance is free. Are you a business person, school, or consumer of authentic Ugandan products? Don't miss this chance for incredible discounts on premium items like ceramic tiles, electricals, garments, shoes, bags, TVs, agricultural tools, dried mangoes, and pineapples. Guests of honor are Minister for Investment, Honorable Evelyn Anite, and the Chief Coordinator Operation Wealth Creation, General Salim Saleh. Come and enjoy Uganda's top artists. Would you like to exhibit? Call 0783-293-348 or 0757-896-914. Kapeka, the center for all your quality products.
The East Africa UK Tourism and Culture Expo 2024 is here, happening on 8th and 9th of November 2024 under the theme Enhancing Tourism as Engine for Social and Economic Transformation on the sidelines of WTM London at the Rembrandt Hotel, 11th Thalo, PI South Kensington, London, SW7 2RS, United Kingdom. For tickets, exhibitors will pay £1,000 and participants will pay £300. For more information, call +256 787 096 100 or +254 795 806 969. Visit www.eauktourismexpo.com to register.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, don't go.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21 hash and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. We now take you into more news. Teenage Girls and Youth Empowerment Programs in Skills Development for Northern Uganda focuses on improving equitable learning outcomes for adolescent girls and female youth by availing them with skills through apprenticeship. The implementers and local leaders say that this is a drop in an ocean where more is still needed to meet the great numbers of school dropouts and less advantaged youth in the region. Details in the report.
Scovia Cascio is a child mother who dropped out of school at a tender age when she got pregnant in primary 6. Cascio is an orphan and food vendor at Moyo Central Market. She's one of the disadvantaged girls in northern Uganda, selected by Windle International Uganda in effort to empower the girl child who is out of school. Cascio says she lost hope when her family abandoned her after she became pregnant.
Stopped in primary 6, where I got pregnant. When I get pregnant, I was being at home. I dropped out from school.
The Female Youth Empowerment Project in the districts of Moyo and Obongi started in 2020, but is ending after giving skills to youth in alternative empowerment pathways. Achiro she used to do casual work until she got chance offered by Windle.
They send us to school. After I do the mine course, what I learned from the course, we finished for 3 months. After 3 months, they brought us, then they give for us some requirements in DC and January. I'm small money, I was able to pay rent, and then I pay the rent, I start business. Some challenges are there.
She took catering and bakery under the apprenticeship arrangement, which has changed her life. But in doing business, Achiro has challenges of limited customers and hopes to turn into an apprentice to help other less advantaged girls.
Grateful to put my level a bit up. It has helped me. Reason B is I'm now able to help myself, though there is a challenge. But
the Directorate of Industrial Training has provision for Achiro and others if they take the training to another level.
So these learners that go through the process of window are competent enough. So when we come back and they have been engaged in the world of work and acquired more competences, we can then award them a level 1 certificate, implying that they can handle all the modules in their respective occupations.
The program, sponsored by Aga Khan Foundation and others, is implemented by Windle International Uganda.
We looked at ensuring that the project employs 315 life-skill facilitators, and we achieved that at 100%. As Window, we are driving towards achieving and contributing to the scaling strategy of Uganda that looks at seeing the young people go into the world of work, both wage and non-wage employment. Our aspiration in the project was to see that young people are able to open their own gainful enterprises, but also able to be employed in the private sector.
Moyo District Assistant RDC Menya Ayub urged the people of northern Uganda to utilize the presidential industrial hubs set by the government of Uganda in the region to upscale their knowledge and skills.
As these ones have gotten a chance to be trained by Windle International, there are those who may not have this chance. The alternative is to utilize the Presidential Industrial Hub. It is completely free. Please make use of it. It is for youth who have not gone through the normal kind of academia.
You are now very useful Ugandans. You are now responsible Ugandans who will add a value, first of all, to yourselves, but most importantly to the economy of this country.
From World University Service of Canada, Grace Namukosa says they are bridging the gap created by different modes of crisis.
The barriers that adolescent girls face, especially in accessing education, but also staying in school. A refugee hosting district, but we have also had our own fair share of challenges, that we have had a number of issues that have had girls drop out of school. Those here today have had to go through extra struggles to be where they are today.
So, when utilized, the acquired skills will support the girls improve their livelihoods. Aviona Francisco, UBC.
Now, an interesting one. A number of women in Kampala, especially single mothers, are joining the border riding to support themselves and their families. Now, this shift is not only helping them to achieve financial independence, but also to address the challenges that traditional gender roles face in the workforce.
Faith Tumusime, a single mother of two from Wakiso district, used to rely on the kindness of relatives and well-wishers to take care of her family. She later joined the e-border riding.
Do you know how many people would like to get a hold of those bikes and transform their lives? Can you try to think about it? It's a life-changing opportunity. For me, if I start talking about it, I'll cry.
Tumusime and many others are supporting their families to gain financial independence.
The best thing about being self-employed is that you get to live life under your terms. When you want to do something, you will do it. You don't need to ask anyone.
When you work with all in and you get a lot of money and you'll be able to support your family and even yourself. Not begging for people, as people used to say women are the ones living on men. No. That's not true.
They also hope to inspire other women in rural areas who are vulnerable.
I know every rider here, I wish you will try to compensate any, buy clothes or anything you want, and we do some charity.
This is family now. Yeah, hold on to each other, help each other. You're not competitors, you're there to complement.
They were empowered by Green Hub, a Ugandan e-mobility company co-funded by Nexus Green and Motocare Group.
We want to focus more on women is because this is currently a male-dominated sector. People think that this is a job that women cannot do. I've been driving around in Kampala for one and a half years already, and these women have showed that it's possible to do this job as a woman. We're giving a chance to women who are currently unemployed, single mothers, who don't have the means to provide for their families. Now with this job, as working as operators, electric motorcycle operators, they can now provide for their families and provide for themselves and move up in life.
The Green Hub, which is emission-free, has a 100% women fleet and has produced 17 more e-border riders, including women and youth. Oko Joseph, UBC.
And that brings us to the end of our 10 o'clock edition of the UBC News Tonight. Thank you for being a lovely audience. We hope that we have inspired you as our mandate calls on us. My name is Wadulo Arnold and Dorothy Namiyomba on sign language. Have yourselves a lovely week.
Thanks for tuning on UBC. My name is Krista Milu with your weather update. We are still having light isolated thunder showers in most parts of the country. Nevertheless, other areas experiencing sunny intervals. Seeing the satellite picture, we're having the rainbow diffused over most parts of our country. In combination with moist winds that are coming from the southeasters coming into our country with local effects like Lake Victoria bringing us the rains that we're having later tomorrow morning. We expect to wake up to a bright sunny day in the central part of Uganda. Moving into the eastern, we continue with sunny intervals on the western stretch. Going to the northern sector, we are seeing a pickup of light showers, parts of Gulu and parts of Arua, but the rest of the areas with sunny intervals. Moving to the afternoon hours, we are seeing a pickup of thunder showers dominating most parts of the central at a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius across parts of Masaka and Mbende, and then 30 degrees Celsius across Nakasongola, capital city Kampala, with 28 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon hours towards the eastern part, we are seeing a pickup of light showers still at a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius across parts of Jinja and Trara, the nearby areas, and so with the 29 degrees Celsius. The western stretch, a continuation of rains is expected in afternoon hours apart from parts of Kabalu. We are seeing the sunny intervals at maximum 25 degrees Celsius, and the rest of the area is 29 apart from Kasese, we are seeing a 30 degrees Celsius. The northern sector, a pickup of thunder showers is expected to dominate in afternoon hours at a maximum 30 degrees Celsius across Karamoja regions, and then parts of Gulu, Lila, and parts of Arua with a 29. Moving out of Uganda, 25th across Nairobi forecasting sunny conditions across parts of Dubai and Cairo at a maximum of 39 degrees Celsius across Dubai and 35 across Cairo. Nairobi with sunny intervals at a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius, and London with a 21 and sunny intervals. Thanks for tuning on UBC. My name is Tessa Millie. Stay tuned and see you.